Jai Hind everyone, welcome in Sakil sir class to the lesson in the kingdom of fools. In the kingdom of fools, the king and the minister were idiots. I repeat, in the kingdom of fools, the king and the minister were idiots. They ordered all the things to be reversed. They decided to change night into day and day into night. They ordered people to do day's work in night and sleep in a day. Anyone not obeying was to be punished with death. So people out of fear did as they were asked to do. This delighted the king and the minister. Once a guru and his disciple arrived in the city. They found everyone as asleep during the day. No activity was observed. It amazed them. They wandered till evening. Then people woke up. They started doing their nighty business. Now they were hungry. They bought some food items. The price of everything was same. A single dudu, that was in rupee. We can understand in rupee means dudu that time. This surprised and delighted them. The guru realized that it was really a kingdom of fools. The guru decided to leave the city of fools. He asked his disciple also to leave the place. But disciple did not want to do so for cheap food. The guru advised the disciple that nothing could be predicted of fools. But the disciple did not care. He remained behind. Time passed on. Disciple ate to his fill and became very fat. One day, the story starts from here also. One day, a thief broke into a rich merchant house. He was taking out the stolen things. Just then, the wall of the house fell on his head and he was killed instantly. The brother of the thief complained to the king about his death. He blamed to the owner of the house for the brother's death. The owner is called. The king heard the accused. He accused him of killing of the thief. But the owner said that he was innocent. He said that the person who built the wall was responsible. He did not make the good wall. The king decided to call the mason a bricklayer. The king asked the bricklayer if he had built the wall he accused of killing the thief. Before the king could order his death, the bricklayer pleaded innocent and he told the king that he could not concentrate his mind while building the wall because of a dancing girl moved in the street. So she was responsible for it. The dancing girl is called. The king called the dancing girl after killing the thief. The dancing girl said that the goldsmith was responsible for it. She had given some gold to him. He had to make some jewelry for her, but he was lazy. He did not make the jewelry early, so she had to walk up and down the street. So it was the goldsmith fault. The king now ordered to call the goldsmith. The goldsmith replied that there was a wedding in the rich man's house. He had to make jewelry for him, so he could not finish the jewelry of the dancing girl in time. The rich man is called, and the king declared the rich man to be the murderer. He was also the owner of that house, but he said that his father had ordered the jewelry. The king consulted his minister. He decided that owner be punished in his father's place. The king asked for a new stake to be made ready for the owner to die. But the owner was very thin. He could not be adjusted. The king was worried about it. Then he ordered to search a man who was fit for the stake. He should be executed. The disciple was found fit for the stake. He was brought to the place of execution. The disciple now remembered his wise guru's word. He prayed to his guru. The guru had a magic power to see past and future. He saw everything and he arrived there to save his disciple. He told his disciple something in low voice. The disciple understood that. Guru and disciple started fighting. Guru wanted to die first, and the disciple wanted to die first. The king asked the Guru why he wanted to die first. Guru told the king in his ear that their city was unique. This was the stake of the god of justice. The stake was new. It was never used earlier on a criminal. Whoever died on it first would be the born a king and the second born as a minister. The king thought over the whole case. He did not want to lose the kingdom in his next birth. So he talked to his minister. The king said that they would go on stake themselves. The king and the minister went secretly to prison. They released the guru and the disciple. They put themselves in their places. So They were taken to the stake and executed. The dead bodies of the king and his minister were taken down. The people mourned. They discussed the future of the king and the minister. Suddenly, some people thought of the guru and the disciple. Guru and the disciple were secretly leaving the city. People saw them. They requested them to their new king and the minister. But they put one condition. It was to change all the old laws. So the guru and the disciple changed the laws. It means finally they changed the laws. I hope it is clear to all. Thank you and Jai Hind.